Hey YouTube, this is Itchy and I want to follow up on the yellow fire slash beacon from last week. I want to show you what's going on at the plant right now. We have a lot of new lights that are appearing on site. The ones on these cranes, there's a red one that goes off occasionally on the tower next to reactor 1, and there's a huge spotlight that I'm going to show you from a different angle. And this was the area where we saw the yellow, what appeared to be smoking light 6 days ago. And I've seen a few explanations online. This is still being widely discussed in different forums as to what this could mean in terms of releases or what's going on at the plant. I'll link to a couple of those articles and forums at the bottom of this video. There's a bit of fluctuation here, and some of it of course is optical. This camera is about 2.5 kilometers away from the reactors, and there's quite a bit of movement from both wind, rain events, and of course earthquakes. And here's another angle. Here's reactor 1, 2, 3 is right here. This is 4. And this is the waste treatment facility where the incinerator is located. This light just showed up in the last couple of days. And there's some artifacts, some lens flare that are coming off of it. It's been speculated that the reason for these additional lights is to mask some of the neutron beam events that have been visualized on the cameras. TEPCO had been kind of tampering with the color of those cameras recently, and some of it was following widely discussed events on Enenews, which we know that TEPCO has been monitoring. So I don't know if that was done to disguise what's going on here. There was an article also written by POTRBLOG, and he goes into detail about evidence that he feels is being done to modify and prevent visual detection of radiation releases that are coming out of the plant. There was some changes that were made to the cameras following this event, and I've been told that this is what a CCD looks like when it's being affected by high radiation levels. The other thing is this red beacon that's appearing on the tower above reactor 1. This is the first time that this has been visualized since the crisis started, and a few people have remarked that after being on military carriers at sea, they have beacons like this on the carrier deck that go off if high radiation levels are detected. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but the cameras have been dramatically changed. The colors are different. There's some lines that show up because of a filter that appears to be in place now over the lens, and you would just think that maybe a better quality system could be used to visualize this. This seems to be masking some of the detail that we were able to see before. And TEPCO has said that they intend to discontinue these camera feeds in December, and I don't know what has been decided as far as an actual date or if they've retracted that. Some other interesting events that have been visualized, this guy who watches the cameras is now watching also the traffic cams on the road into the Fukushima plant, and what he captured the other day was approximately 70 to 80 cement mixers driving into the plant. Now, I can only hope that there is some kind of plan for containment going on, although it would have been nice if they had done this 9 months ago. But they're apparently doing something now. There's also been a large number of military units, vans, and buses going into the plant. There were 30 of them on the 7th, and these concrete mixers appeared on the 5th. Now, I've checked the news sources in Japan, NHK in Kyoto. I have not seen anything that indicates there's some kind of new containment plan going on. But I would imagine with the recent news stories of China syndrome and possible hydrovolcanic explosive events, that perhaps the Japanese government is requiring that TEPCO be a little more proactive in trying to mitigate this disaster. So there were 75 of these trucks going into the plant. Here's the video counting the military personnel. You can see in some of these frames they are dressed in the white radioactive hazmat suits. I meant to start that a little earlier. So I don't know what's going on at the site. Hopefully something, because it appears that things are quite a bit out of control still. And they will be ongoing unless something worse happens. As far as the fire goes, and I've mentioned this in a couple of videos lately, but based on what the readings have been here in the last week, I'm actually less concerned about this being a fire or some kind of fissioning of radioactive material. This camera is extremely blurry this day, and there was some fog in the area. Again, this light or beacon or whatever it is about a story above the ground, and it's extremely large. And anytime that there's a possibility of a fire at a nuke plant, the best thing to do is mitigate as if there's a fire at a nuke plant. Without further information, all we can do is reverse engineer this. And based on the readings that we've had across the country this week, they've been a little high in spots, but nothing like I would expect if this were actually a nuclear fire. And now this light source is green, and in some of the discussion boards, they've speculated that uranium could be burning green or yellow. Chromium, which is a material used in the zirconium cladding of fuel rods, burns green. And I found out today boron also burns green. And if there was some kind of material that was uncovered by the robots around reactor 3, if they had used boron on top of that, and it's a possibility that that is what could be burning also. But I'm not as concerned about it as I was. I am glad to see that there is something going on there in terms of the military and with the cement trucks, and we can only hope that the people that are still working on this site stay safe, and I'll keep you guys posted if I hear or see anything else going on. Take care and have a good weekend.